Yeah, good evening. Evening na ngayon dito sa amin. Mapagpalang gabi sa inyong lahat. Kumusta na kayong lahat? Ayan, lakad ko si Harvey. Ang automatic na default ni Harvey, paglabas ng, yan ang bahay ko. Yan. Paglabas ng bahay, pupunta yan dito sa kapitbahay. Kasi BFF niya yung may-ari ng bahay na to. So lagi siyang naghihintay. Yan. Upo lang yan dyan. So pag sinabing lakad daw kami, yan ang lakad niya. So good evening everybody. Hope everyone is doing well. Yan, kwentuhan lang tayo. Parang live na rin to pero kwento-kwento lang. Hindi pa ako marunong mag-edit eh. So pasensya na kayo kung I'm all over the place. Sabi nga ni Commander Churba, ang pinakamahirap na part ng vlogging is impromptu. That's true. It's very hard. If you give me a topic and you give me a piece of paper and you request me to write about it, I can write a novel, no problem. But if you ask me to speak in front of everybody, I'm not as effective. I really struggle because you have all these thoughts, and the challenge is how are you going to put them together in a very consistent, fluid manner. I'm all over the place because my thoughts are all over the place. Yan. So that's part of the challenge. Saying things randomly is very difficult. Kasi nga, you have to form your thoughts. What are you gonna say? What you think you need to say. It's very hard. So, yung mga vloggers dyan na napapanood ko na tuloy-tuloy silang magsalita, I give them credit. It's not easy. It's very difficult. But I told you, if you give me a topic, it does not matter what kind it is. If you give me time to research about it, I can write about it. I can write a book about it. No problem. And the difference is when you write about something, you have the ability to read about it and you can correct yourself. You can edit it as much as you want. Whereas if you're talking, imagine if you're talking on live, it's very difficult. So that is my challenge. So just bear with me. In the meantime, hello to my neighbors. In the meantime, shout out to my one of my favorite person in YouTube right now, because I just met them, my ninang, Andrea D channel. How are you, Andrea D? Madame Laver, si Mother Earth, Mother Magenta, how are you? I hope you're doing okay. Yan, ito kasama ko si RB. So, about years ago, a few years back, nung maliliit pa yung mga anak ko, I used to drop them to school. And there was a point in time na I realized, lalo na yung isang anak ko, yung bunso. Oh, I just realized she was brilliant. Uh, I don't know how old she was, but there was a time where we used to pass by this fast food place. I think it's a Jack in the Box, right? And there's a sign that says open 24 hours. So nothing unusual, but there was one time where we went there. I think she wanted a burger or something. So we went there, and the place was closed. I think the place was closed for maintenance. And she looked up at me, wondering. She had this thing on her face that says, what's happening? Because she said, the place, it says open 24 hours. Why are they closed today? So that was the first time that I really said, oh, geez, I never thought about that. It's true. If it's open for 24 hours, bakit sila sarado? Second time, okay, my wife used to reference her parents as she calls her mother Ma and her father Daddy. That's how she always referenced them. So whenever she makes the phone calls to the Philippines, she always say Ma, Daddy, musta na kayo? Something like that. So my daughter, same daughter, she goes to her mother and she goes, Mommy, if you're calling Lola Ma, how come you're not calling your daddy? Duh. Duh. So at that time, I was like, oh my God, my daughter is going to be brilliant when she grows up. Yun. So, growing up, well, let's talk about my YouTube journey. About a year ago, or 2 years back, or close to 2 years back, when this pandemic hits, I guess I can speak for everybody. Everybody was requested to stay home, and I'm not talking about United States. We're talking about worldwide. So our company said, okay, I think it was March 2020 when we have a company-wide memo that says, okay, all of you employees will work from home until further notice. Ayon, so with that extra time in your hands, I resorted to YouTube. At that time, this was during the Hungry Syrian days. I was intrigued by the Hungry Syrian, so most of his videos about charity, about those people that he was helping, I was watching. So I was really interested in that. And with that, there were a few reactors that started reacting about him. And those include Kapeso Mix TV, Kuya Mail, KJ27, Lorny TV and Red Noveno, and Chong Romy. So all those people, I was watching. Every time they go, they have blog or something. I was watching all of them, and so I started with Capeso. I think I helped him out one time. I sent something to sponsor him. And then at that time, there was an incident about Asian hate crimes. If you recall about that Filipino lady that was attacked in New York City. So I really felt strongly about that, being an Asian myself. So of all the bloggers, I sent them, hey, can you do reaction on this Asian hate crime that is very rampant in the United States? All of them did an excerpt. They all obliged to my request. They did all an excerpt on the Asian hate crimes, and but one of them, Kuya Mail, did an actual blog, his own segment about the Asian hate crime. All I did was I requested him to do an awareness for everybody. It's intended for Filipinos like myself, especially in the United States, and just do a nationwide awareness of what's happening about this Asian hate crime. So Kuya Mail did a blog. He really did me a favor. I just requested him to do this for me, and I don't know how many minutes that was, but he did a blog about the Asian hate crimes. So ever since, I said, okay, Kuya Mail, I think that was the start, because I sponsored. I said, Kuya Mail, here's a little bit of money. Do some charity or something like that. No, what I suggested was for him to keep half, and the other half, it's not that much, but so that was the start of Kuya Mail's charity. Yes.